Okay guys, well if you've been watching the last video, I took a walk in the woods to see the pumpkins and Hugo decided not to come with. Well, I came out of the woods and this is where I found him. He's just sitting there like a school child waiting for the bus. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snort. But seriously, it's cold, it's a little windy, and the fact that he's just sitting on the driveway patiently waiting. Did we leave you behind, buddy? Sorry, that's hilarious. Okay, so really what I was intending to do was come on over and say hi to the birds. And I was gonna do, actually had a thought for once. I know it's hard. A lot of times it's just random thoughts. But I had a thought for a talk. And I thought, well, we'd chat with the turkeys and the guinea fowl. Oh, and the ducks are swimming. And while we checked in with everybody, I would chat about Christmas trees, right? We're in Christmas tree season. And for many, many farm owners, especially goat owners, Christmas tree season is the best season. Goats love pine trees. They will strip a pine tree bare in less than a couple of days. It's incredible how quickly they can strip all the needles, all the branches, all the bark, and nothing will be left but a stripped down trunk. Now, it requires some pre-planning, which is why I wanted to do this talk early in December, because if you're thinking about potentially having a place to donate your Christmas tree, if you have local farms, if you have local goat owners, they would love it, but there needs to be some rules followed, okay? So if you want to donate a Christmas tree after your season to a goat farm, here's what has to happen. One, it has to be a real tree. Okay, that's obvious, I would hope. Two is it needs to be completely untreated. No chemicals whatsoever. Nothing in the water that you put in the base of the stand, right? So no bleach, no tricks to keeping the tree healthy. It just has to be water. No spray snow. No tinsel. That's probably the hardest part because this tinsel, a little sparkle falling off an ornament, not a big deal, but the actual tinsel, you know as well as I do, it's impossible to get all that tinsel off a tree, and that's not something that you want to feed the goats. So if you are thinking about potentially having a new life for your Christmas tree after you're done with it, a great way to repurpose it is to donate it to a local goat owner. Depending on the size of the herd, some goat owners can take a dozen trees. Others, like me, probably can't take more than one or two, simply because I don't have enough goats. So, maybe three, right? Two for the does and one for the buck would probably be more than sufficient. I only have two boys, so, it would take them some time to work through a tree. But those are the rules that have to be followed. Like, it cannot have any pesticides on it. That feels like common sense. It cannot have any additives in the water in the base of your tree stand, right? And I know that's probably frustrating because a lot of people, I think, do put additives to keep the tree looking healthy and green throughout the season. I get it. But that gets sucked up into the tree, and then you can't give it to the goats. And then no spray snow, no tinsel. Say hi to our chickens. They're all here. No spray snow, no tinsel. And that's about it, right? Once you take the ornaments off, once you take everything off the tree, and if you followed all those rules, and they're not that many rules, just a few, then the turkey have collapsed on me. All of a sudden, all we saw was a big butt. Yes, you thought that was funny. Okay, thanks for that. So, yeah, It's as simple as that. Keep the tree natural, keep the tree without any chemicals, and your goat friends will love you. So just a suggestion in case you're thinking about, putting your tree up, getting your tree. I don't know when you do it. If you do a tree at all, we don't actually do a tree. So I'm giving you rules that I don't follow. Yeah, the turkey think it's hilarious. Yeah, so that's my Christmas tree talk, and I'll just finish it up. And I know this is going to look dirty. It's not dirty. It's yard debris, but we're getting ice on the pond now. This is sort of the shady side of the pond. As you can tell, it gets shade from the coop. It doesn't get as much sun because of that. And so, yeah, we've got ice forming. It's a very thin layer. It's not a full sheet of ice by any means. It's just ice particles, a little bit of floats. It's catching the feathers and the pollen and the things that are floating on the top, which is how I can tell that there's ice there. It's the shallow end, which of course makes more sense that it's starting to get iced over. But what you'll notice, of course, is that most of the pond is still open. The aeration is doing its job in keeping stuff open. It's pushing stuff sort of in the different directions, right? And the ducks themselves, the ducks and the geese, will actually do their job in busting it open. And that's why you see that the ice it's on one side here. And then there's a big opening here at this end where it's ice-free. Partially because that gets a little bit more sun, but also partially because that's where the ducks enter the pond. So they do their job in keeping it broken up too. And now this is going to be the new norm for the next few months, is trying to keep the ice as open as possible. The pond will eventually get a solid, and usually a quite thick, solid sheet of ice over the top of it, with the exception of the two areas surrounding the aeration. And then my work every morning is to come out here and very carefully walk out on that ice and try and make those holes just a little bit bigger with, a rod and an icebreaker, and not fall in. Those activities probably won't be videoed because I have to focus and I can't be holding the camera and smashing ice and standing on ice that I'm smashing at the same time. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.